type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came with it.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Panthers at 11-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play fake. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. There's Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And some space here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 24. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Goff on 1st down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make...
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. On first down, it's gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game You think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They go play action. Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Mayfield on play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And some room to work. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go with Swift again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Goff now looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
You force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Jeremy Chinn there defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 44, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 and 1.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here's Mayfield. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Gonzalez's kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Out of the gun, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick